Tonight, we're taking a special look at the emotional reasons migrants are fleeing their countries and coming to Colorado. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kelly Worthman. As we've reported, the number of migrants arriving daily has jumped from a couple dozen a day to hundreds. One of the many to arrive is Edna Chavez, who ran from Guatemala to escape prostitution. Threatened by gang members, she was told to entrap other girls or be killed. Jasmine Arena spoke exclusively with Chavez. And Jasmine, you hear her story and it just really breaks your heart.
Definitely, Kelly. It's a very sad situation. And she was 17 years old when she left Guatemala to avoid being killed because she refused to sell her body. Today, she celebrates finishing her first year of college, but tells us it wasn't easy. And it's thanks to organizations like the Rocky Mountain Immigration Advocacy Network, who has been helping her with her immigration case and now with her getting a permanent residency while she focuses on her studies.
At 17 years old, Edna Chavez left her country of Guatemala.
I was like a target for doing prostitution.
Gang members threatened to tie her body up in wire and throw her to the river for refusing to sell her body and recruit other girls.
I didn't tell anything about my situation to my family, and so this time they don't know why I left.
That's when she started her journey to the U.S. and after spending 1 month in Mexico, she reported to immigration. That led her to spending 7 months in a detention center for unaccompanied minors in Arizona in 2019.
All the 7 months that I was in the shelter, I felt that nobody loved me. Only crime was being undocumented and not having somebody to sponsor me.
But that would soon change. When she turned 18, she was sent to an adult detention center, where she spent 1 day before being sponsored by a couple in Colorado.
I'm really grateful.
They said it would be temporary, but ended up adopting her. It was all possible thanks to the Rocky Mountain Immigrant Advocacy Center, an organization that provides free immigration legal services to children and adults in immigration detention.
For us, legal services is a constitutional basic human right that we think if you live in this country, no matter who you are and what your background is, you deserve to have legal representation.
The organization is able to do this work through funds from the Denver Immigrant Legal Services Fund. So far, through the fund, more than 2,000 people have received help during their immigration proceedings.
Now let's talk about the deportation process. It's the only legal proceeding in the U.S. where people are detained without access to legal representation. That's where nonprofits and organizations come in, applying for funds from the Denver Immigrant Legal Services Fund. Now, if approved, these groups can use the money to provide representation to people subject to deportation. Edna also shares, as a first-gen college student, she wants to be a voice in her community and one day work for NASA. Kelly, back to you.
Jasmine, thank you.